Okay, now we're going to look at how to create an external link in Moodle. So, say you want students to be able to click on a link that takes them to another website. First thing you want to do is make sure editing is on, and then you're going to either add a new activity, or if you already have one where you want to create a link. In this case, I'll just go ahead and add a link to those images I created earlier. I'm going to click on Update. You could add a link to an activity, a resource, just about anything. But what you want to do is, again, you need your editing tools. So let's say I wanted to give students a link to go along with these pictures for this assignment. So I'm going to click, that's where I want my link to go. So I found this fun website here all about penguins. Maybe a little too elementary, but fun nonetheless. I'm going to copy the URL. And then I'm going to actually just paste it as though it's just regular print. Notice it does not turn blue even after I hit return. It is not technically at this point a clickable link. They could copy and paste it into their browser, but at this point they can't just click on it. So what you want to do is highlight the entire thing, and when you do that you'll notice this all of a sudden becomes an option. So before it's gray, but once you've highlighted it, it's going to say, oh, do you want to make this a link? So what you do is you want to actually click on, well, it looks like a couple links of chain, and you're going to copy that same URL or paste it directly into here, and you can give it a title if you so choose, and then you're just going to insert, and now you can see it is now blue, which indicates that it is a clickable link. So at this point, if we were to scroll down and save and display, what the student would see, and this is important because there's a couple ways to do this, is this. And now you can see that the hand appears and it's clickable. But what I want you to notice is that if we click on it at this point, it's actually going to replace the page that we're on rather than open it in a new window. So maybe that's what you want. So if I click on it, now you can see that we're no longer in Moodle, we're now at this website. But for a lot of students, they're going to want to toggle back and forth and between perhaps Moodle and the external link. So rather than having to constantly click the back button like that, perhaps what you would want is for it to open in a different window. So if that is the case, then we need to go back in and edit again. So I'm just going to go back in this case. I'm going to go back up, click on my editing tools. I'm going to click somewhere in there. So this is not only to add a link, but it's also to edit it. So I'm going to click on it again. So if I want it to pop up in a new window, I'm going to click on the pop-up tab. I'm going to enable the JavaScript pop-up, and I'm going to simply paste the exact same URL directly into that pop-up URL and click Update. And now, if we save and display, to see what the student sees, they're going to see this link. It's going to look just the same. They're going to click on it, but as you can see, Moodle is still here, and the external link is now in its own window, and that way the student can toggle back and forth. I think that that's more optimal, but maybe at times you would want it to replace the Moodle window, so that's a choice. And that is how you create an external link. Let me think if there's any other details I wanted to include. So if we go back to our edit page, if you for some reason wanted to break the link, you realize, you know what, I do want them to copy and paste it for whatever reason. That's not what I wanted. You would click on that break sign, and you can see it is now no longer blue, and it's no longer a direct link. And then you can just do it all again in order to get it to go back. So it kind of erased your work. But that, if you wanted to unlink it for some reason, you could do it that way. And that is how to create an external link in Moodle.